Hello, my phantom friends, Ghost X Feared here, and welcome back to some more Star Wars Battlefront 2. And today I'm going to be covering Lord Vader. So what I'm going to do is pretty much show you my best card setup that I use almost all the time. We're going to go over his attacks, his stuff like that. So yeah, I know people have done a billion of these, and I know there's a billion of them out there. I'm really late to the show. But, everybody's opinion on as far as what best cards go with Vader is always different, somewhat. So, in a way, it is going to be a little different than everybody else's, but I think I run the most standard cards that you could run with Vader. But anyway, let's just start with his abilities. So, Darth Vader's abilities are pretty self-explanatory. Lightsaber throw, Darth Vader throws his lightsaber cutting through, dealing damage to enemies in the way. Now, it used to be when you threw a lightsaber, regardless of who it was, it would only do damage going through the first time. Coming back, it would do nothing. Well, now they have changed it where if you throw a lightsaber going forwards, they can block the first one, possibly, but if it comes back, it will do damage to them as well, because you can no longer block from behind, like you could before. If you were just blocking in general, you were blocking everything coming in from any direction. But now, with any kind of lightsaber throw, you throw your lightsaber, and it cuts through them the first time, and it comes back, it'll cut through them again. So you'll do double damage, so that's kind of nice. His next ability on the right is his choke. Darth Vader chokes enemies, deals damage, and you can get a star card that increases his choke duration and damage. Again, pretty self-explanatory on Vader's choke. Now, the center card is Focused Rage. Now, that's Darth Vader's main ability. It increases his dark side force rage, so it reduces your stamina costs. It deals bonus damage, and it boosts your health temporarily as well, so that's pretty nice. And then, of course, his passive ability is health on eliminations. But that's pretty standard. That's all heroes have that. So now we'll go into his star cards. And the first star card that I always have active is Furious Resilience. Furious Resilience. Sorry, but Darth Vader receives less damage during the Focus Rage is active, so that gets up to 25% once you get the card fully maxed out at level 25. So that's, it's pretty handy, especially if you use that ability correctly. That's going to save you from dying quite a bit. So that's the first card I normally always use. And then this one it should be a given on regardless of any kind of game you play, game mode you play with Vader. This should be one of the cards you should always have active. It is just his health increases by 150 on top of his already max health. So that's a kind of no-brainer. You want more health for your hero. Now his last card, right now I have Punishing Grip. Darth Vader can choke for a longer time, so that's 40% longer time. I do sometimes change it with this one, depending on the game mode I go into. For instance, Heroes vs. Villains, this is a good one to do, because you damage him as you choke him. But this one is Last Gasp, and Darth Vader deals more damage when choking 2 or more enemies. In Heroes vs. Villains, it's very hard to get that instant, to get that to happen, to choke more than one hero at a time, because most heroes can predict it. So this one is more used for your Galactic Assault, or hopefully eventually Capital Supremacy. So this is more for your trooper usage. So if you want to choke multiple troopers, this is going to be the card that you're going to want to use over this one, because though you will grab tons of people with this one as well, you're not going to be doing bonus damage. So let's see, what's this card? Lightsaber Throw travels further. That is pretty handy if you're really good with the lightsaber throw. There's another card you can combine with that. Lightsaber deals bonus damage to enemies hit by it a second time. in one throw. So this one would be a good one to use now, because you used to not be able to block, or you used to not be able to get hit in the back with the lightsaber if you were blocking. But now, this would be a more useful card now, because you can double smack somebody with the saber. So that one would be pretty handy. The deflect blasters, Darth Vader's stamina is not horrible. He does lose a pretty significant amount of stamina when he swings, because his swings do some serious damage. But this one is not real. I mean, this is one of those situational ones, especially if you're in like a, Galactic Assault or Capital Supremacy or whatever game mode that includes more blasters, or if the enemy heroes are running most blaster heroes. This card would be, rather effective, but I don't normally use any of these cards you don't see upgraded. Focus Rays is an active duration extended by 6 seconds, but its bonus damage is reduced. So this is kind of a double-edged sword card. Longer duration, but less damage. I mean, this is keep your bonus damage and receive less damage yourself. So that's, this is kind of the no-brainer card that you should be running. And his last card is surrendered by fear. When killing enemy, Darth Vader gains stamina back. Which, again, Galactic Assault would be more of a use for this card. Because, again, heroes, it's not really... Your stamina's going to be back by the time you run into your next hero. So that's Vader, guys. That's pretty much it.
You cannot hide forever.
Emotes.
You are as clumsy as you are stupid. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Apology accepted.
Okay, his emotes are awesome. I like all of them. Definitely classic Vader emotes. Voice lines is the same thing, I think. Yeah. And then his victory poses. Lack of faith, so he's choking whoever. Anger, you can't really see anger on Vader, but I suppose that would what it would look like. I like the saber, so I don't really care for this one. And this one's pretty sweet. Probably gonna change that one, actually. So, now the plan, guys, if I can get this to work, we'll see if I can get a match with Vader. Now, I'm not going to promise anything because it is totally at random on what side I get, so let's keep this in mind. But hopefully the game's going to be nice to me, and we'll get a villains game going right away. So then I don't have to go into another match. But I guess we're going to find out. Vader is one of my most used heroes, or villains, I suppose. So I've played Vader quite a bit. I do enjoy playing as Darth Vader because he is so strong in his abilities, and look at that. I got really lucky. So here we go. We're going to do some Vader gameplay with the cards that I discussed with you guys, which is, my opinion, the best setup for heroes versus villains, and most occasions every game mode. There are some cards I went over that you could switch up, but these are the general cards that I use, and my Vader is level 62, so pretty high. My Bosk is 81, and my Palpatine 61. So those are my 3 highest heroes, villains, whatever. So let's get into it. Sorry for the lack of music, guys. Just pretend it's there. So we're on the Kashyyyk map, which is a haven for getting force pushed off. And I guess we're force pulled when it comes to Anakin. So hopefully we stay inside the tree. As you can see, Vader's base health is 950. That's, I think, the highest hero. And once you boost him, he goes above 1,000. So that is a significant amount of health gained.
You don't frighten me.
Your hope has blinded you.
Rey just did her ability. Well, there's Luke. Wow. Chewbacca's being a little pain.
Takes the lead.
Oh, Anakin's right behind me. Oh my gosh. I know, such great gameplay. I'm trying to showcase Vader, and I just got my butt whooped. On my defense, there was 3 of them, so there's not much Vader can do at that instance.
Get away!
There we go. Oh no! I got a little too carried away with my swinging, I suppose. So what I like to do with Vader, and hopefully I can showcase it here. What I like to do with Vader when I'm choking somebody, I like to throw my saber through them and back through while I'm choking them. Like this. I want to get off these platforms. I don't want to be out here. It's just a haven for being pushed off, and that's not something I want to deal with. I'm not gonna.
The dark side consumes the galaxy. I am your hunter.
Chewbacca's rather annoying.
Your destiny.
So we're gonna deal with this.
Defy me.
Come here, Chewbacca. Oh boy.
You cannot flee.
Chosen one. Countless victims.
I don't know where my allies are, but as you can see, Vader is a very
The
tasty
raging
tank.
red is on a Kylo
Stamina
spree.
holds up very well. He can take a lot of hits. He is a little bit on the slower side. That's why it's optimal to use your dodge as much as you can to get to your objectives as fast as you can.
We must protect.
My health regained a little bit as Luke spams.
How unfortunate.
And this team is fairly good. Alright, first kill, thank goodness.
Offer you nothing.
So I'm out of stamina. When you're out of stamina, you gotta retreat from the fight as quickly as you can. Man. And or low health. Smart to move. Oh, really, Luke? And this team clearly knows what they're doing. Because they are whooping our butts pretty heavily. That's okay. We're not really here to win. We're just here to showcase Vader's abilities, his health, stuff like that.
Did your best.
So it's kind of about the gameplay. It kind of isn't.
Enough to do what must be done.
This is not what it would be.
That
That's why.
Jedi is skywalking over the competition.
Cannot hide.
That's one dead. Oh man. These ledges have saved me quite a few times now.
Arm tearing madness from the Wookiee.
Oh man. I was blocking as well, but so yeah, we're getting our butts kicked pretty heavily. 4-20-21, so but my allies don't seem to be doing much themselves. That's alright. I'm not upset about it. You guys get the gist on kind of Vader's weaknesses as well. he's slow, and it's hard for him to handle big
Execute
groups
just must
of
double if
enemies.
you want to emerge victorious.
Iceberg!
Oh, we're dying.
Your weapons are
Sorcery's doing no better!
no.
See you later, Yoda.
Destiny proves no
And
match
we
for
lost.
the villains daring to challenge
Pushed
the
them all.
legendary
Got
Anakin
abolished.
Skywalker.
Well, oh, those are purple. That's a little odd. Well, not the best showcase of Vader. Third place for me as Vader. But at least you get the gist of his health, his abilities, how they work, how long they're active for, stuff like that. So, you know, something to keep in mind. Top of the board is Vader. He's a tank. Stamina lasts for quite a significantly long amount of time, considering how many saber blocks I was blocking there. Yeah, not the greatest gameplay, but we'll see if we can get another possible villains matchup here, so I can do a double header of Vader. If not, then I will call a video there. We'll find out here. We're loading into the Jakku. What do we got? Nope. Alright. Well, anyway, guys, that was Lord Vader. The best card setup that I use, his abilities, his health, his stamina, stuff like that. So, thanks so much for watching. If you're watching this video as it's released on Wednesday, don't forget to check out my stream this evening on Twitch at GhostXFearedOG. Right? I start at 6 p.m. and I will be streaming none other than Battlefront 2. So, I hope you all can be there. Again, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, you know, what level your Vader is, and if you like the video or not. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see all of you in